All right, we're back in Assetto Corsa. Prodigal Son 530 reached out to me via comment on one of my videos and said, hey, I've got a new Momiji Line full version that you should take a look at and drive. So here I am doing so. It was published on Overtake on December 25th, so Christmas present, as it were. It is an entirely separate mod from previous versions, which can be both good and bad. Kind of interesting is that he released a snow version on Christmas Eve, a completely separate mod as well. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we drive it. But this is actually one of my favorite drives, famous Japanese touge route. And it's a fun little drive in the 992.2 Weissach. I believe, but don't quote me on this, that it's north of 11K, so it's not a short drive either. Driving on the wrong side of the road for being Japan. They're over here. Been driving a lot of rally recently, so respecting the side of the road I'm on is not as much a pattern as it had been for previous videos. Set this time to be 8 a.m. here, local time. So it's a good time to drive, but it is overcast, so we're not getting any pretty sun play, which is unfortunate, but c'est la guerre, as they say in France, I think. Peek at third there for just a second. Sorry if you can hear the dogs getting excited because somebody just came downstairs. So that was the route, I guess. It extends out according to the map, but I assume that I'm going to hit something up here in the not too distant future because that ran out the time, 7:24:238. So that's the uphill version of the new Momiji update by Particle Sun 530. I'm going to relaunch and come back at you with the snow version, so stay tuned. Okay, we are back in the snow version of Momiji. Now, the cool thing here is that you have to know which way to go, because if you go the wrong way, you run into a wall immediately. So the left is the way to go. And it looks like at least the first uphill doesn't give me a valid counter on the start. And of course, this particular Checky Performance Weissach 992.2 GT3 does not have snow tires as an option. So this is going to be a fun little drive. It is really pretty as a winterscape. So I would like to see this as part of the full Momiji mod so that you have the option to do snow or not. I've seen other mods where when they do this, they do it as an overlay. It's kind of a seasonal overlay where they have, winter, spring, fall, summer, that sort of thing that you can overlay on top of the base track. I assume that if you do it that way, that you lose control of the physics in terms of the contact. That's very, very different between what I just drove and what I'm driving now in terms of the slickness of the road. So obviously if I don't have snow tires and I'm on street tires, I'm on ice, it's a whole other experience in terms of control, as you can imagine, which is true to real life. And I could start using the e-brake to help slide the car around, but that could get dangerous fast, because then I'd start going a little bit faster and a little bit more reckless, and maybe even looping the car by virtue of what I'm doing with the handbrake. But that is an option to drive this fast without snow tires, is to let that rear end kind of slide around to help you through the turns. This is more like you rented a exotic sports car for your Japanese destination vacation and didn't account for the fact that it was going to be icy on the roads and have to get to a lunch date somewhere on the other side of town. Notice I didn't say your car. It'd be a little bit nuts to do this on these tires, this surface. Because it definitely does not want to behave in the turns. You got to get it wound down good for the corners. So I'm probably not going to flirt with third gear like I did on the prior drive. Because it's not nearly so forgiving. Ooh. It's actually pretty well done as far as the physics are concerned. It feels really, really good in hand in terms of simulating being on ice. I do applaud that, and it looks gorgeous. I think that this looks prettier than the Unsnow one version does. I think that this is actually much prettier and evocative of the season and good portrayal of the road. The other one feels maybe a little oversaturated somehow in the colors and such, but maybe that's just me and how I'm set up. I could have gone to third there, but then I'd have to whoa it way down for that. Cool. Definitely the wrong tire for this road, but the only tire for this car available, sadly. This could probably be a lot of fun in proper rally snow tires. A little over halfway, and we're almost a minute off of the time mark that we finished the last run without the ice in. So it kind of gives you a sense of how much more careful I'm having to be to drive this. And it's not like I'm just going slow for slow's sake, is I can't actually make the corners on these tires going much faster than what I'm doing. Because I'm scrubbing in some of the corners to basically means I'm understeering. So I'm almost going a little too fast in some of these corners. Like that one. Got a little bit of a sideways slip with the front tires. Trying to get it to turn in. So 907 versus a 734, I think. That's not horrible. Don't know why the timer did not start cleanly, though. I don't know if maybe the other uphill would have. Would have started me actually at the starting line. But either way, good. I liked the Snow better, despite the fact that I didn't have the right tires for this car to do it in proper fashion. A lot of fun, very realistic, good feel, and I think it looks better than the other one. Both of these are available on Overtake. I'll provide the links in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye now.
Spaß mache Rennsport.